Hi, how are you? My name is Patrick. What's your name? Okay, John. Tell me a little bit about yourself, John. Now, how long have you been learning language or English? And what are your learning goals? Okay, John, it's interesting to know that your learning goals are being successful at work, managing teams, having conversations and small talk. Okay, and negotiations. In the course of learning English, what's your focus? What do you want to focus on? Okay, so you want to focus on confidence, how to speak confidently. Okay, how to speak confidently, and also pronunciations. That's good to know. I'm happy I know about your goals and I know your focus in learning English language. Once again, I'm Patrick and I'm going to take you through this lesson. Today we are going to learn how to have flawless conversations. But before we start, a little bit about myself. I am Patrick Oayi and I love helping learners like yourself improve in their learning and their speaking and their conversations, especially confidence and with public speaking, in writing, whether in business, in their career, or at home, wherever you would want to make use of the English language. Let's get in. Today, we're going to learn how to start flawless conversations. How do you start flawless conversations? Conversations, you should say. Yes. First of all, you want to start with a pause. Most people feel negative about pausing when they're speaking. There are times where you start a conversation and at a point you pause and it feels like you are groping for words. You're struggling for words or you do not know what to say. Well, today, one thing you should know is great conversations have started with great pauses. And just as stops, stops or bus stops are used in maps, in directions, and in road. It's the same thing with language. You need to pause before you speak. When you pause in speaking, it doesn't mean you're struggling to speak. What it means is that you're trying to put your thought together. Language is not speaking so fast, and so fast without pausing. Even with people who are fast talking or fast speakers, at a point they pause in their speaking. They gather thought because that is needed and is necessary for your speaking. So don't feel very negative, don't feel sad about it, that at the point you pause. Next time you engage in a conversation, you're free to pause. Pause whether in the beginning of your speaking or at the end of your speaking. Start pausing in your speaking today if you do not have anything to say, and you would be very flawless. gather your thought, and come back again. Next is rhythm. Rhythm determines the flow in our speaking. When you are speaking at a point, you need to create rhythm. Rhythms are created with short sentences and long sentences. For example, I like what you did. It's awesome. Next time, you could try and push it even better. I saw what you did last week and it was really interesting. Well, in this example, what I did was give a short sentence and a long sentence. You don't always have to have long sentences without short ones. You have to mix them, and that creates rhythm when you speak. So try it the next time. Have a long sentence, have a longer ones, come back to short, and go back to long again. It creates rhythm and flow in your speaking. Next way to engage in a flawless conversation is intonation. Intonation is the sound, how you sound, the rise and fall of your language. What's the essence of this? You have an intent, and there is a tone, and then emphasis. Let the person know what you want to tell them. Give them your message by letting them know these three things: the rise and fall of your tone when you speak, the rise and fall of your speech tells them what you want to emphasize. It tells them your tone and then the meaning you want to give to them. When this is added to speaking, it makes your speaking flawless. You can say a bunch of things, a great deal of talk, but people remember what you really emphasized on and what you want them to take note. So, to have a recap, we've looked at pauses, rhythm, and intonation. Next up is stress. How do you create stress? Stress is used for you to know what should be the focus of